shake your booty, shake your booty.
Vader's dead. Vader's dead. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Oh
Vader's
no,
dead.
Walt, no. That's terrible. And we're live. Okay, so, um, yeah, just ignore anything
We
you heard
live?
right there. Okay, so let's get off of Walt first. Maybe let him do his thing over there. While we're waiting for confirmation that everything is feeding through to you folks out there, when I get this started, I need to say I've started and give Walter 5 minutes before we actually
No,
start.
I got one little story about going out Saturday to the mall and going to a
Okay.
bookstore
Okay.
and something I stumbled across. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. We will get to that. In the meanwhile, I'm going to remind everyone to go to hankstrange.com, sign up for the email list. That's a good way for us all to keep in touch with each other. As well as you can look around the site. Lola posts a lot of different deals on there. We also sell the patches on there right now. So Lola's been shipping out patches. Big shout out and thanks to everyone who's buying patches. Let's see if I can get this up. There you go. Boom. Shout out to all the people getting patches. We really appreciate that. Lola's been shipping those out. If you do pick up some patches, she will include some gun vote stickers. So hashtag gun vote. That's from the NSSF. We appreciate everyone doing that, as well as the folks who support us on Patreon, all those other places. You can also go to Ballistic Ink and check this out, guys. OD Green Lotlow shirt. There you go, Lotlow, Lifestyles of the Locked and Loaded. This is the Magnum Boogaloo shirt right here that you can get on Ballistic Ink. So there you go. All right, let's throw the fellas in here since they're like caged animals bursting out of the internets. Okay, not you, Patrick. Walter.
Yeah.
Walter. And also, let's remember, this is brought to you by Safety Harbor Firearms. Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
yeah. Just remember that, Walt. All right, let's run the open.
Welcome back to the Hank Strange Situation.
Boom! Make sure you guys
Lifestyles
subscribe,
of the Locked
thumbs up,
and
ring
Loaded.
the bell so you can be notified every time we go live. All right, smash the thumbs ups, ring all the bells, share with everyone. Jazz hands, come on! Oh, there you go. The cowbell's going. There you go. Cowbell's going. We are live. I hope you got your big girl panties on. This is episode 643 of the Who Moved My Freedom podcast. This is episode 643. Like I said, I don't know if that's a special number, I don't think so. I don't think it signifies anything. It's FreeForAll Monday. Babyface P and Walter are joining us. Let's see. There's Babyface P right there. Got his... Dude, can you throw that Barnauls hat in the wash?
I did. I already washed it. It's not dirty. I washed it 2 weeks ago. It's not stinky anymore.
Oh, okay.
And I hand washed it gently with some
right.
Dawn dish soap.
Sure.
Because I didn't want it to lose its nice shape.
And
I threw a couple other
brush.
hats. Yeah, I threw a couple other hats in the wash a month ago, and they all got effed. So
okay.
I did this one by hand.
All right, and I see Neckbone down there. It looks sleepy. Neckbone's going to sleep.
Yeah, he's good.
He's had a busy day. Has a busy day. There goes Walter. Walter's in the house. What are you doing, Walt?
Somebody, a Black Sword Shinobi in the chat says he's got a Safety Harbor Firearms shirt on. So.
Oh, cool. All right. Oh, so you're trying to... Okay, I thought you were trying to show us your boobies. Okay. All right. Cool.
That too.
Yeah. Walter, I think, is very jealous of that. Remember the video from Friday? I don't think you saw this, Patrick. Did you see the video from Friday?
Did.
Of the woman who stole a car and then went to a CVS and stole some wine.
Okay.
Got pulled over by the cops, and then the cops let her for about 40 minutes just drink the whole bottle of wine before they arrested her. You didn't see this?
No, I haven't seen this. This sounds amazing.
It is
Okay.
a tranny too. It's not a.
It's a woman.
You need to look. Yeah, Walter.
Looks like one,
savage. Let's see. Let's go back. I've got to find that link. Where was that link? I thought I sent that in our little internal.
Woman drinking. You
looked it up already.
This is different.
Oh yeah, you're watching it expecting something to happen.
This is a different article from last year titled "Woman Accused of Drinking Wine from Pringles Can in Walmart."
No. That's not what we were That's
no,
not
this is
cool.
a different one. Hold on. This woman got kicked out of a Walmart for drinking wine out of a Pringles can.
I'm gonna send you that link. I'm gonna put it back in our internal thing right now. I don't know, unless you block the internal
Really?
messages.
Do I really want to see it?
Walter, I'll let
It's
Walter.
not really.
It's not terrible.
It's not really exciting. You just sit and watch it. The cops don't shoot it. It doesn't take his clothes off. Thank God.
It's an indication of what's going on now. It's in San Diego. The cops just didn't want that. They didn't want that smoke.
Nope. They know. They know what's gonna happen.
They were like, we'll just be patient. There was no like violent takedown, nothing. Just okay, no, you take your time. You take your time. Finish your wine there. Just relax, enjoy yourself. So
yeah, but
what, Walt? Okay, shout out to everyone who's coming in. As you guys are coming in, smash the thumbs ups. Let's see. So like I said, you know what? 6:43. So Johnny B suggested this, which I think we might want to do this. So let's talk about this first here. For episode 666, which is coming up, Johnny B was like, hey, you guys should do that on Halloween. So we might stretch it out or do like I think we'll wind up doing a Saturday Halloween show.
Okay.
And everyone has to come in costume. We could do it at the same time, I guess, on Saturday. I'll come in here to the studio. Everyone has to be in costume, including the people out there. The people listening to us. What's up?
By the way, 643 was a missile carrying submarine.
Oh, okay.
USS George Bancroft.
Okay. All right.
Walter
has some kind of Google for military machines.
Just type in 643 sub.
Oh,
boom!
Okay.
There it is.
Right.
I used to work for General Dynamics, Electric Boat, so which makes submarines. So.
Electric
Boogaloo? Cool. Very nice. So yeah, so costumes for episode 666. It's gonna be on Halloween, which I think is on a Saturday, right?
Mm-hmm.
This year, Halloween's on a Saturday. Everyone's gonna wear costumes. If you guys out there have a costume and you want to come on air, we'll let you on for like 5 minutes. You can show off your costume if you want to. You're
a brave soul.
The more cleavage you got, the more minutes you get.
The more what?
More cleavage you got, the more minutes you get.
Okay.
Real cleavage, not fake stuff, not silicone. Real ones.
Okay, Walter. Once you start.
You keep talking about giving Patrick boobs and all this stuff. Let's keep it normal, like normal guys do. That's no trannies, no weird stuff, just plain old girls. You know what I'm saying? Sorry.
That's Walter. Listen, you guys can do whatever you want to do out there. You can do whatever you want to do. Night Train says, if I wear my birthday suit for Halloween, will it count for anything?
Negative.
Maybe a
no hairy dude. Sorry.
Just a leaf. At least have a leaf or a loincloth on.
A grape leaf.
Yeah, or some stickies. I don't know, like exactly how a guy does stickies down there, but just some little stickies.
Man, I might need a big old sticky then. I don't know.
I might be a little sticky, but it ain't from no sticky.
Yeah. Screaming Skull Salute says, I will probably be hammered, so that's not a good idea to have me on. And Armin and Axis says he was born on Halloween. That's what's wrong with him. I knew something was up. Camp David wants to know if anyone bought a PS9, the dagger. That's a good question.
Yeah, you're funny, right?
Yeah.
I
think they had about 6 of them in
Look,
stock.
I was there. I put it in my shopping cart. I went to pay, and the site crashed. Boom.
Yeah. This is the section where everyone can rant about trying to buy something from PSA.
I ain't doing that no more. No effing way.
I didn't have the money to afford it anyways, so I only kind of half-heartedly tried to buy one, and it failed, so I'm okay with it.
I mean, it's... I understand why they do it, but it's a fucking game. Sorry. So, and I'm done with their game. So
it absolutely is.
I think it's painful. It's painful for a lot of people out there. So I'd like to ask them why.
I can tell you why.
It's just marketing.
Demand, absolutely demand.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, they get you to sit there and wait and be patient and refresh and refresh and refresh and refresh.
And then you want it more because you can't have it.
Yeah. Now you're locked into the obsession.
It's a psychological game.
See, now
fatal attraction.
Now I don't mind getting one someday, but now I don't give 2 Fs, if you know what I mean.
This is the same thing. I bought what is it when those 2 little mini consoles came out, the NES and the SNES, like retro consoles came out a couple years ago.
Okay.
I had to have it because it was like a limited run. They started reproducing them and they're everywhere now, and it's like I've never even played the NES version because I only have fond memories of the SNES. So I was like, what the fuck? I didn't even need this.
Did you wind up spending a bunch of money for that, or?
No money extra. It's just I was like had to be there at like 7 o'clock in the morning to get in line to get one. It's like that was stupid. Why did I waste my fucking time?
Yeah.
We've cool, but...
There's definitely this is something people have complained to us, and I saw someone said I've got buddies at PSA. We've had the PSA guys come on and all that kind of stuff. That doesn't mean because I've had people asking me if I have one of those things. I'm like, what do you? How do you think that happens? Because I don't.
He wanted me to buy one so he'd have one.
Exactly. That was the plan.
And you see what that got me. First thing, then I got the message, you can only have one at a time. You can only buy one at a time.
Was that the rule?
It popped up. So that might have stopped me too because of that. Still, I mean, it's just it's
Eventually they'll be in stock if you want to.
They'll be around.
Yeah, if you want to get your hands on it. But I don't know. Yeah. I think this the biggest complaint that I get from a lot of people out there that PSA puts out stuff and then it's tough to get it, and I understand that. There's no arguing that right now. I mean, we went through it trying to get stuff. We tried to get the AK-74s, and by we I mean Walter.
I did. Yeah. I didn't even get to the checkout on that one because I had my stupid spam blocker on, and it wouldn't let me go any further. Yeah.
I know exactly what you mean.
But Robsky got one. Imagine that. He had one before. I guarantee you that.
That was given to him. Yes.
Yeah, it's Robsky.
I get it.
You have to your accent's not good enough.
I did get it very well.
You have to go.
Saying, but
hello, guys. How you doing out there, guys? That's how you gotta learn to talk like that.
No more of the bullshit. No more of the bullshit.
I
like Robsky. I like it.
Me too. Robsky is cool. Yeah.
He's a shooter, and I like that. No bullshit,
Yeah. Yeah, Robsky, man. I see Robsky at SHOT Show. Just a phone. I'm lugging like equipment up to SHOT Show to make videos, got audio stuff. Robsky has like iPhone and the and a headset. That's how you gotta do it. I don't blame him. It's not really that critical. After I saw that, I started cutting down on equipment. I was like, I'm not bringing a whole bunch of stuff.
Think about it. Is it so much the equipment or the content?
It's the content. You want to get good audio. Like I still bring a separate audio thing, and
audio is very important.
That. Yeah, that's the biggest thing about SHOT Show.
That's the thing that'll turn me off watching anybody's videos if I can't hear them.
Yeah.
Or they're 10 feet away from the camera.
Right.
And they're like, so.
Yeah. Christian Gress says I don't do a good Robsky. I don't know how I'm supposed to do a Russian accent. If I could do a Russian accent, I would be FPS Russia Part 2. I know he's not Russian, but even if I was going to say, I don't know. Even if I could do an Eastern European, what's his accent? Eastern European, isn't it? Where's he from?
Yeah,
I think it's Polish.
There you go, Eastern European.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, I can't do those accents good. No, not that good. I mean, my Trump is barely there. So you got to take what you get. But yeah. So anyway, I think yes, the videos at SHOT Show. One of the things too, you just want to get them out there. I see guys just doing stuff with their iPads even.
I would not want to drag around.
I wouldn't tote an iPad around. No.
I've seen it.
I mean, this is cool. I mean,
yeah, I've seen.
I want to get one of those. I want to get one of those the cameras that we saw YOLO and whatchamajigger had at SEMA last year.
Yeah.
The little.
Oh, you're talking about that is a what's the name of these guys that make the drones? That's a DJI.
DJI.
Yeah, I have one of those things. I can't remember what the name of it is. Yeah, it's the DJI. Is it Pocket something? Pocket
Rocket?
No, I don't know. It's something like that. I have one. You've seen me use that.
I'm sure you have a Pocket Rocket.
No,
Kathleen
that's a
Music
missile.
Lover
It's a
say
missile.
Kathleen Music Lover say I do good Chinaman.
Oh
God!
I do good Chinaman.
Please,
Long
why
time.
are you encouraging Walter?
I know.
Don't encourage him, Kathleen.
Ship of lobster sauce, fortune cookie, $5.95. You hear that from Eddie Murphy?
Don't encourage. Do not encourage Walter. That's how we get canceled. Night Train says Rob Ski is Polish. There you go.
Yes, he's
supposed to be some kind of Polish operator, right? That's what you guys are all about. You're all about the super tactical dudes.
He's a sniper. I think that's public knowledge, right?
I don't know. No.
I was
What
looking
else?
him up one time, and I found him associated with some military snipers group.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
He's just good. I'm guessing he knows his shit. Just saying.
Yeah. I think it's I like his videos and stuff like that. So.
I do too.
Yeah.
I always have.
I find it authentic.
I don't think he's as far as I can tell, I don't think he will hold his punches. He pull his punches. He's willing to say when something sucks.
Yeah.
When it sucks.
Yeah, he does.
We should try to get him on the show, but I don't really know him like that. So I've met him and talked to him, but I don't have any contact info or anything like that to get him on the show. I know we have some things in common since we were both born in socialist republics. So we could talk about what was the worst. Now he stayed there longer than me, so I got out of one socialist republic and went to another one called England, and then went to another one called Nigeria. So it's a mixed bag. Screaming Skull Saloon says Hank will be out there again with Mix Flip looking for nothing fancy with his plastic Walmart shopping bag. I'm not allowed to hang out with Mix Flip at SHOT Show.
Or is he not allowed to hang out with you?
Yeah, something like that. It's a whole long.
I've heard the stories. I
a whole long
don't
thing.
know much about it, but
Who can't you hang out with? Oh, Mix Flip.
Mix Flip, yeah.
Mix
It's
Flip?
a whole long situation.
Yeah.
It's a whole long story, which we probably won't tell. This is not the story you're looking for.
Yeah.
Hank's a bad influence.
Yeah.
And you know,
always. Yeah.
and you know, Bass, the funniest part about that story is he never challenged that story either. So.
No, but you
You
know
know,
what?
that's just saying, 'cause now everybody's gonna want to know.
Listen, do you guys think when I'm telling you something that happened, you think I'm making it up? Do you guys think I'm making it up? Do I embellish?
No, but what I'm
it
saying is you're either gonna have to tell everyone, or we're gonna have to just kind of move on.
Yeah, no, I think we should avoid that one.
There you go.
Yeah, I think we should just let it simmer there. Maybe one of these days.
Is that one of those what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas?
I don't know. Obviously not. Obviously not. But listen, long story short, Mix Flip is cool.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah,
He's a good guy,
he's just not allowed to associate with certain people. Let's just put it that way. And he knows that. So.
Hey, can I tell everybody
What's
about the
up?
gun auction?
Yes. Yeah, we forgot that on Friday.
I have a little game I want to play with the chat if they
Okay.
want to play. If you want to play,
Okay.
here's my game. I've got some guns that are up for sale at a local auction house. It's called Gun Auctions USA.
Okay.
Gun Auctions USA.
All right. Hold on. Let me try to find this. Hold on. Gun auction. I'll run it in here for the people. The people are trying to convince me to start trouble, but I'll run this in here right now while you're.
.com.
Okay.
Okay, so
Good.
here's the challenge.
Established 1998. Is that it? Gun auction.
No.
Oh, it's a plural. Gun Auctions USA.
Gun Auctions.
Okay, auctions, USA. Listening is fundamental. Why is there so many things with, I mean, come on now. That should be some kind of like, you should know. Okay, I think this one's it. This is it. Okay. A modern military firearms auction, Walt?
Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff in it.
All right, cool. All right, so we're there.
Gun Auctions USA. Okay.
Okay, all right.
I have. This is a challenge for the chat.
All right.
I have some guns for sale in the chat, in the auction. This is the challenge for the chat. You in the chat, people out there, pick out 5 guns that are mine from the auction. That are actually mine, and I'll give you some stuff.
Okay,
Five,
wait,
okay,
where are we
so
going?
how do people? So which?
And then what you do is you can message me. You can Facebook message me your picks, and each gun has a number on it, right? And I'll look at those, and I will award that person a swag pack, so to speak.
Okay, so to see the auction here, we just go, because this website is basically from 1985. So we go
terrible.
and we click on the modern military firearms auction that ends Sunday, September 27th, I'm guessing.
And then it'll pop up. Yep.
Okay. And
Scroll through it.
then there's a whole bunch of crap. So all these pages people have to go through. This is something like
if you click on the main thing on that Sunday date, or that Sunday 27th date,
that's what I did. Yes, that's what I did. There's a crap ton of stuff here. There's more than 14 pages.
672 items.
Yeah, Walt. This is some serious.
Start scrolling.
I want to bid on this. Why is it 2,200 for this bid? I want this Manville 25mm rotating riot control tear gas gun.
How much is it now?
The opening bid is 2,200.
Oh, okay.
Nobody's bidding on that shit.
I had the choice. You can put a reserve on your stuff or not. They recommend
I see which one you're talking about. Okay.
That thing looks dope.
Hold on, let me go to this and I'll show the people. Walter, is that one of yours? Or you can't say because you got this thing going on.
All right,
man,
folks,
that's
I just said that I did. I said I did not put a reserve on any of my guns. Okay.
Oh, okay. We didn't listen to you, so.
Obviously, listening's fundamental.
Yeah. Right.
I think I just heard that somewhere. All right. Anyways, pick out 5 guns that are mine. Message me on like a Facebook messenger kind of thing. Mm-hmm. Or if you don't have Facebook, I know some people are probably already screaming, I don't do Facebook.
Instagram.
Yeah, you can do it that way too. To Safety Harbor Firearms. And I will take a look at them, and if somebody picks out 5 that are actually mine, I will I reward you.
What about if someone looks at it right now and does it right here and they tell us?
Then we'll have we'll have a live announcement then, I guess, won't we?
Mm-hmm. Good luck. Good luck with that one, guys. I feel this is not going to be easy. How many items did you have, Walt? Once again, I wasn't listening to what you said. How many items?
I'm not going to say how many I had there. That's cheating.
How's that cheating? What is that going to let people know?
Just look.
Okay. All right, so you got to go through there and figure out from these 2,500 things 5 things that belongs to Walter that's in that auction. So good luck with that.
Oh God! Okay,
Babyface now is lost down this rabbit hole.
Because I know what was getting moved. So
yeah. And Screaming Skull Saloon says, and you have to guess all 5? ?
Oh, and here's the list too.
I gotta. Okay, does one of them currently have 10 bids for $325?
I am not saying a word.
Is it lot number 51233?
I don't think. I think.
Well, I'm not saying that. Then you're gonna. I'm not. If I say yes or no, that's.
Then that's one off the list that they can't win.
No.
See, Babyface is not. See, it's not just me that doesn't get the rules here.
51233. Somebody go put that in there. You could win something from Walter. I'm betting that's one.
Motorboater says he only has 5 guns on there. Laugh out loud. No, I'm pretty sure he has more than that.
I got more than 5.
Okay, you got more than 5. Is it less than 100?
Yes.
Okay, is it less than 50?
It's like 7, probably. It's not that many.
Yeah.
You would be surprised.
Really? Well,
Yeah.
I think you would be surprised.
Christian Gress says needle in a haystack. Just saying. Yeah. What's
Did
the
you ever watch
what's
the,
the
did you ever watch
consolation
the-
prizes here, Walt? Is there a consolation
watch the-
prize? Go ahead.
Consolation prize. You ever
Yeah.
watch the Mythbusters when they did the needle in a haystack?
yes.
I think so. That's old one, isn't it? That's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I can't remember.
Yep, see, there's a list.
Okay, I don't know what that means. That's just a blur.
It's
Okay, you're gonna have to
list.
give some clues, Walt. You're gonna have to give some kind of clues.
Nope, no clues.
Okay,
Nope.
Walt's not giving any clues. All right. Let's
Pick
see.
some
I'm
out. I'll
gonna-
give you some good swag.
And what is the
You don't have to
swag?
do it now.
What is the swag that people are getting here?
Probably a T-shirt, probably some patches, probably maybe a bottle opener.
Okay.
Might get lucky. You might even get a shot glass that nobody else has gotten. So,
Let me ask you this: is that Nambu that I see? No, that's not a Nambu. Is that a Nambu? I
Yeah,
thought I
it's a
saw
Nambu.
one. Yeah.
not mine though. I can tell you that.
Oh,
so.
okay. What about the broom handle Mauser?
We're gonna stop with this. What about this? I would love to have that broom handle Mauser, but it's limited over.
Walter. would
Yeah,
have to
I know
get
for
rid
a
of
fact.
broom handle mouth.
Yeah, here's how
Look
you
at
figure.
that. Look,
Go ahead.
zoom up on that thing and look at the pitting on the. It's not
It's
not
rough.
perfect
It's
by
turd.
any means.
Oh, it's okay. I know. The one that Sam Andrews had was nice.
Yeah.
Bit the hell out of my hand.
Okay, and
Oh,
there's
that's
one
some
other-
serious pitting here. I'll share that with the folks out there. Yeah.
There's literally another polished turd on that auction. There's a 45 in there that says unknown. It doesn't have any manufacturer markings on it.
Oh, let me
Okay.
look. Oh, look.
And it's been blued and polished to the point where it looks like a slippery turd. So,
Oh no.
oh yeah, it's bad. But people are paying for it. Look at the price on it.
I don't understand it.
Okay, let me ask
You
you
can buy
this,
it-
Walter. Do you have any high points in that auction?
I think Walter would be keeping his high points.
look what they're
Walter,
selling them
are
for.
these your guns or somebody else's guns? That's a fair question.
They're all his.
More hints. More hints.
I'm trying to help the people.
I told you I put some guns in an auction. That's
Oh, okay.
I put some guns.
All right.
So-
You didn't put any knives, though, did you?
No, I can
Okay.
tell you that. No knives.
All right. All right.
ACP
They're right
pistol,
behind me on
good
the-
condition.
Okay. Are any of them
400
revolvers?
That 45 has no. It has been worked on so much. There are no flat markings. Like every edge is curved.
That
looks-
a turd.
That looks awful.
That's
Oh,
$100 gun. That's
Oh
$100
God,
gun.
they're already up to $400 on it.
Yeah, that auction's a little
You
crazy.
could buy a brand freaking new import, 1911, like from the Philippines or wherever. It looks nice.
I think it's a Colt.
Well,
Looking at the markings that are still left, I believe it's a Colt. But I don't want a Colt that has nothing left on it. Fuck, that's horrible.
it's not a Colt if it's all ground off.
Yeah, it's just a
If
yeah.
You can't see that little horsey.
Well,
Rifle
you just-
needs repair.
yeah. You don't have to. Well, let's just say this: you got to have a serial number on the gun. As far as the other markings go,
Mm-hmm.
can be sketchy. You just got to have that number on it.
Yeah.
Gotta have a
5.
number.
That's the serial number going to be on it. 5.
Because that would be if I got that and it had a number, I'd put 1911, 45, and then the number. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Manufacturer, you might put unknown. It could be a ghost gun.
Oh, speaking of, is that a
That's an
good
old ghost.
is that a good time to segue
What do we segue
To-
into Ghost Firearms?
into?
I have one sitting next to me. Is why I'm saying that.
What things you're making?
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can talk about
sure,
stuff.
sure. That's
I
not a
just threw
very
this out here for
smooth.
the-
That's not a very smooth transition. We're all right
Ben,
now.
if you-
We're all right now
Long
addicted to this website that Walter pointed us to.
You see what people want to pay for that high point carbine?
What are they asking for it right now? Or were they?
$100 or something.
Yeah, someone put Christian Grassfoot. I found one of Walt's lot 51189 high point carbine.
I will give you. I will say that's not mine. So.
Yeah. See, there you go. There you go. So no high points in there, Walt. That's what you're saying.
Correct. I will give you that much. No high points.
Well, this is kind of cool. Look at lot
Oh
number
God. Okay, we're gonna have to go. We're gonna have to move on.
1544.
Oh boy. Yeah, you guys do that. I'm closing this thing because this is addictive.
Aerospace Optical Division SU-49 Vietnam era night vision needs repair.
Yeah.
Is it still $35?
It's still 30 bucks.
For a horrible...
So let's say here, you might just have something that looks like a tube.
Yeah, I don't know if...
Yeah.
They're not that expensive working, just say that.
Yeah.
So
And they're not that great working.
it's Gen 1 night vision. Which,
yeah.
I mean, it's fun to play with. It's cool. But
Here, Walter, you need to get one of these. 5151022 H&K case for MP5K. So it's the briefcase that you put an MP5K
I saw
in.
that.
Oh,
Is
wait.
that at
Can you shoot
1700 or
through
they have
that
it
case?
reserved?
Is it...
It
Yeah, you shoot through the side.
starts at 1750 is the...
Yeah, that's...
Hmm.
I can make one.
Yeah.
This is easy.
Here's my advice to you guys.
inland carbine.
If I was you all, I would just go play the lottery before you try to figure out what guns on there belongs to Walter. Just pick 5 guns randomly.
1,000 rounds. This is crazy right here.
They're selling
1,000
ammo, I know.
tip, 475. What?
The 9mm?
Yeah.
Can I tell you something about that?
This is 556. Sorry.
Oh, okay. There's a lot with 1,000 rounds of 9mm. It says Century and it's Egyptian. That shit is, first thing, it's high power stuff, and secondly, it's corrosive as hell. It's great subgun ammo, but you don't want to shoot that in your Glock. You don't want to shoot that in any of these little wimpy handguns because it'll blow the thing up.
Black Sword Shinobi says bottom up to everyone in this room. I don't know. I guess that's
Bottoms
like
up.
a bottoms up.
Bottoms up.
Yeah.
Bottoms up.
There you go. Cheers, mate.
I have a spot of tea.
Yeah.
I don't see anything that I'm just like, man, I have to have that.
Yeah.
Here's one. Okay.
There's no bullpup, so whatever.
18 Winchester
There's a bullpup
1897.
stock in there, Hank Strange.
There's a bullpup
There's a
stock.
bullpup conversion for a Mossberg shotgun.
Did you tell him that?
Yeah.
I've already done that.
Yeah, it's up.
Yeah.
Been there, done that. Yeah. So.
1897 12 gauge with the what's the front section for a trench gun? It's an 1897 trench gun. It's probably not real because it looks like it's an after or somebody added the kit to it because that price should be a lot higher.
I was kind of looking at those. I'm interested in one.
I would love to have one of those.
That's one gun I don't have. So.
Someone is asking.
And I
me...
don't.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, someone was
I was
asking me about
I was just
that.
gonna say I don't. Okay, I'm gonna stop. You talk.
You go, Walt. You go.
Fucking
I was just gonna say I don't care if it's real or not. I could configure it as a trench gun. I'd be happy.
Yeah, I just want to have one to shoot. There is one on here. Here is a. That's not it. Where'd it go? Winchester 897 12 gauge shotgun, already in cut mode. 20-inch bid current is 230.
Yeah, not too
If
bad.
you could get that for under like $350, $400, I'd say that's a pretty good deal.
Well,
I like
what
mine.
happens.
I have a bird gun. I have a big, long 28-inch barreled gun, and I still love it.
We'll see what happens on Sunday.
Yeah, someone's asking me about who is it? Let's see who this is. Rain
Here you
says. Rain says,
Go ahead.
any thoughts on the new IWI AR-15? I'm gonna purchase one, the 4150 HB. No idea what that is.
Looking it up.
4150 is
It's the Zion 15.
that's the grade of the steel
Okay.
for the barrel.
Oh, it's called the
what's the price?
Zion?
Zion 15, $899. Yeah, it looks good for $899. That's actually pretty
you know,
nice.
I mean, it's an AR, right? So.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it comes fully kitted with a B5 stock and a nice M-lock handguard. Yeah, I'd say that's not too bad for $899. It's an upgraded AR-15.
Okay.
I have a barrel coming in, and I'm going to be doing a build on a junk build. I think I have enough parts down in the garage, minus the barrel that I just bought from somebody used, to put together a fully junk-built AR-15.
Okay.
So
that's awesome.
It's all spare parts.
That I've done that before, and that's so fun.
Mm-hmm. So everything is mismatched. It's going to be really funny, but I think I have enough spare parts to do it. So we'll see.
I did it one time with all like used military parts. So it was an old school 20-inch, but everything was used on it, and that was the smoothest shooting, nicest gun. It was all broken in.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I sold it.
Yeah. Yeah, here's what I would say about the IWI stuff. I mean, it does look cool, like Patrick said. It's an AR though. I don't know how you really mess that up nowadays. Although I'm guessing there's someone out there who can mess up an AR. So, you know, if you want, I think what it is if you want that stamp IWI or whatever the name of the company is out there on the gun, then you know, go for that. You know, there's when you're talking about ARs, there's a bunch of things you could do there. So,
well, yeah, I mean,
I'm more into the bullpups and stuff like that from IWI. So, go ahead, Walt.
Yeah, AR's an AR to me. So, am I gonna spend extra $200 or $300 just because it's got somebody's name engraved on the side? Not me.
That's how I feel. I'm kind of bored with the AR market. I don't know. Making one out of spare parts is kind of cool, but I've kind of gotten past the I don't need a brand name.
I think after your 20th AR, or
it's
50th.
Yeah, you get jaded because I've got so many parts laying around. I could probably build 5 or 6 ARs from parts I got laying around, and probably 3 or 4 AR-10s. But I'm just not excited about doing it.
I need to do a 10.
I walk past the parts every day in the shop going, I really should put that together. Whatever. It's like I would like to make a really short barreled AR-10 just for the obnoxious factor. But
yeah. By the way, Babyface Warsaw Patriot wants to know if you could see him.
I can see him?
Yeah. So there you go. Obviously, I could see you, Warsaw Patriot. So there you go.
I don't see anything but my computer screen.
Smash in the chat.
Oh yeah.
Smash those thumbs ups out there, please. Just smash it.
I was a little confused at who I should be looking for.
In the chat.
Does that mean
what do you
you're
think I'm talking about? Yeah, outside your window.
Locked and loaded. Hold on.
Look outside your window. Look down to the sewer and see if you can see like a shadow of some clown eyes in the, in the sewer there.
In the sewer.
No.
From isn't that from a movie? What's the name of that thing? It. Yeah, It. I don't look at that kind of stuff, but I looked at the trailer, so that's how I know that.
I must have missed it.
Yeah, I don't know if you like horror clown movies, Walt. That's not related to Nancy Pelosi.
Let's see here. Let's show you how much I like clown movies. Let's see. Get the kukri out.
Yeah. All right. What were you gonna say, Patrick?
So, do we want to talk some guns? Do we want to talk some RGB? Do we want to? What do we want?
Up to you guys. Where do you guys want to go? Yeah, there's a lot of stuff over the weekend.
Panzerfaust?
Okay. Do you want to show? Okay, show off your book, Walt. What's the book?
I saw this on the interweb when I bought it, so it's like improvised Panzerfaust.
Okay, let's see. How thick is that book? Let's see the thickness of it.
It's a how-to thing.
It's not bad. Can we flip through the pages? Let's see.
They show you how to make things. There's drawings and such. I'm all about that. You never know. You might need to, take out a Tiger tank or something. I never know.
Okay.
But I thought it interesting. I fell for it when I saw it. So
yeah. How much was it?
$20.
Yeah.
That's not bad, kind of pricey, but
yeah.
Yeah. I
figured
figured I'll read it, learn. I'll maybe play with it a little bit. I like to make a look-alike real Panzerfaust. I don't necessarily need to shoot it, but just was one that looks real.
Yeah. And Rain gave us a couple of bucks here. Shout out to Rain.
Right.
Thanks. Hopefully we answered your question. If you get that IWI, let us know how it is. Let us know.
No, Screaming Skull Saloon. I did not write that book. No.
Yeah.
Someone else did that, but that is, let's see, Wild Arms Research and Development.
Okay, hold on, Walt. Hold it right there. Boom. There you go. So you bought that online?
Yeah, I bought it off. It was on Amazon.
Okay. All right. There you go.
That late night shopping.
Yeah. Get you in trouble
You know,
every time.
the frickin' Amazon is just too easy. You know what I'm saying? You know, all I do is like, okay, look at it, and go, you know, boom, be there tomorrow. Yay!
Yeah, immediate gratification. Don't worry, one of these days it'll just parachute in from a drone. Go down your chimney. Okay, so Babyface, there you go. Walter got his book story. What do you want to go to next?
I think we should be putting in a new justice pretty soon.
New justice, yeah. Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Are you guys? So let me know first of all. Rain says that my audio sounds low. Let me know if that's true or not. If anyone else is having problems with the audio out there, I think it's fine. But let me know. Go ahead, guys.
Can I tell you my Beta Ginsburg story?
Okay.
It's not bad.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm waiting.
Go ahead.
We went to the Saturday. We went to the mall in Brandon, and Spencer wanted to go to Books a Lot. He likes to buy books and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So we go to the Books a Lot store, and we're walking around, and there's all kinds of stuff and books, and all kinds of stuff in the bookstores now. It's just not books. And I walk up towards the counter, and what do I see? Now I know there was a movie about Ginsburg, and I know there's books. Well, probably a movie didn't set records, and the books probably didn't sell records either, make records. They got a key little stand set up. There's her books. There's her face, and they actually had Beta Ginsburg dolls.
Oh, weird. That's weird.
I was just like, really? I mean, I know she's a leftist icon, and all that, yada yada yada, so forth and so on. But it's like little dolls with her little glasses and little sprinkled up face, and I'm like, really? You're that much of a fan person? You'd have a little doll of a Supreme Court justice? Whatevs, I guess maybe that was a good time to get rid of the rest of their inventory that's been sitting in the back room since whenever. No. Mm-hmm. That's my book story.
So what I think, my personal opinion of what's going on with all of that in terms of the books and the dolls and the movies and everything coming out, I think that they knew, obviously, the RGB wasn't going to last that long.
Oh, yeah.
And it's all a setup to make her into this massive hero in everyone's mind because, look, most of those kids out there don't even know what the Supreme Court is. So I think all of that was a build-up to build it up. So, like, oh, this was her dying wish, that you wait until the election and make sure you get someone who doesn't care about the Constitution.
It wasn't, though. Well,
yeah, I know. I'm just saying.
I don't believe that crap. But
yeah.
And the person who really doesn't care about the Constitution is Beta Ginsburg. Because if she cared about the Constitution, she would have got her sick ass out of there. Mm-hmm. So get somebody in there healthy that can do their job. Mm-hmm. Period.
Mm-hmm.
She slept half the time, from what I understand.
Yeah.
She was sleeping and in the hospital and every other thing. Mm-hmm. She was not conscious.
Mm-hmm.
It's like what's the movie about they prop up the dead guy and go to lunch at Bernie's?
Weekend at Bernie's, yeah.
Yeah, working at Bernie's. That's what Beta Ginsburg was.
Yeah.
So, whatever.
So, yeah, I think that, I think that's what that's all about. It's this whole big build-up to make her into this icon so that it could just, it's another thing out there that everyone focuses on. Regardless, it's gonna, it's obviously gonna be a thing. I think, in my opinion, it's within the president's right to put someone up on the Supreme Court, and Republicans should be able to push that through, and I would do it. And then we still have the election, and we'll see what happens after that.
Stand your ground, Republicans. Stand your ground.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. What do you think about this, Patrick? What's your take on this?
I was trying to look this back up. My favorite new quote, RGB, the best quote from Obama's administration. Quote, there's nothing in the Constitution that says the president stops being the president in his last year.
Huh.
Yeah, it's amazing, right?
Imagine that. Oh, he misspoke. Remember that? He probably misspoke, didn't he? He misspoke.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That was he misspoke.
Yeah.
You're misquoting him. You're misquoting him, Babyface P. You're misquoting him. Come on. You don't understand what he meant.
That was RGB's quote.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because she was the one that now on her deathbed supposedly said that I don't want somebody to take my place.
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you want.
The Constitution doesn't care about your opinion.
Yeah, they made this thing like the only way that you get out is you leave or you die. Okay, so the latter happened. So now
she had the opportunity for 8 years to bow out if she wanted to. She chose not to.
Right. Mm-hmm. Bow out gracefully instead of bowing out, DOA.
Scalia to me is still really.
It's sketchy, man.
I think so.
And John Roberts, there's a lot of sketchiness with him, and I guess his house was broken into twice.
Really?
But nothing much was. There's some weird stories of Roberts too, that they think he might be under blackmail or something. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Who knows what's going on, right? Palace intrigue, I think they call it. Definitely these guys are not doing their job. That's the thing that we all see, right?
I believe Biden made some statements at one point at some time in his career about the whole Supreme Court justice thing too, which he doesn't agree with now, of course, obviously. Mm-hmm. So,
I think everyone says that, right? I think I saw Cruz on an interview somewhere on the internet where they said, "Oh, back then you said this, now you say this," and he was like, "Yeah, that's what everyone says, but whatever."
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I think this particular scenario has happened, according to Cruz, like 29 times, and most of those times the president gets to choose, and it goes up, and then that's the way it is. Just
almost as
they
if
don't like about it. They scream and holler and they cry about it.
Yeah, Obama put in Supreme Court people too.
Oh, she's terrible too.
Yeah,
that one he put in is awful.
So DCG says, Hank, what I heard was she did not ask to wait until after the election. She asked to wait until we have a new president. Big difference. No to both. Yeah, it doesn't matter what you want. I mean, this was all settled. This was all settled. Who gets to choose? That person gets to choose. The president gets to choose. Bottom line. Done deal.
Like it or not.
That's how it is. So, DCG says who has the fan on. I don't know.
Can you?
I do.
Oh, I think it's Walter. I was gonna say you can't hear mine. Mine's
running in the background.
Yeah,
sorry.
That's fine.
I got windows and a fan below my desk blowing on my Ghiblies.
Oh.
It'll go off in a little bit.
You gotta keep them cool.
Yeah.
I'm getting a new air conditioning unit. Speaking of keep them cool, all new air conditioning on Friday.
Which does that cost?
Price is not cool.
How many guns could I get for that?
Wait, say that again.
I could probably buy a full auto for that price, right?
6,800.
Yeah, I could get some sort of full auto.
Wait a second.
For that.
I missed. What's this about? I missed it. I was reading something.
I'm getting a new air conditioning unit in the house.
Oh, okay. Brand new. Okay. Yeah.
New inside and outside. So.
Yeah.
It's leaking. The stuff inside the water is leaking, and you can't really fix it. And the unit's like 18 years old, so.
Did they actually?
I just.
Now I'm confused.
So.
Yeah.
Spending the money.
Yeah. Why don't you just go to a military auction and get one of those, those super duper ACs that the military.
See, you don't understand how I work.
I know. I don't like overkill.
I don't like effing with that kind of stuff. Air conditioners. I like to have it working, and it's not in my life. You know, it's just.
You don't want to wake up a popsicle frozen. Oh boy.
Yeah.
So lots of people are asking about this. Mr. Lovell says you guys see PSA bought Remington today.
Did they actually?
Yeah, I don't.
Really?
Where did you guys see the news? I know this has been going on for the last week, and I don't see any confirmations of anything in any of the rags, so to speak.
But
I don't see anything on Truth About Guns. Let me see Firearms blog.
The ammo aspect of it.
I don't know if they bought the whole thing, just the ammo aspect. I know they did put in a bid. I don't know what happened. Let's see. Yeah, I don't really see any. This should have happened Sunday. Sunday, I think, was the last day on that bid. I think they had that $65 million bid in, and then Sunday would be the last day for anyone to outbid them. So maybe that all transpired.
$65 million? Oh, that's expensive.
Yeah. And it would take time to hear back from people out there at places that would know something about this. So, I don't see any. None of the gun blogs are saying anything specific about that, but it could be, in my opinion, that's what was going on. We talked about this, I think, over a week ago. Yeah. That this past Sunday was the last day, and they did put a bid in. So, I'm not seeing anything about that. If you guys see it, if you guys saw it somewhere, then good for you.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Sounds like Hank.
Let's see. Mr. Lovell said the Gun Collective made a video on it 3 hours ago. I saw that. I saw the thing for that, but I didn't look at that video.
So is there a source that I actually like and trust out there?
Well, I don't think it's that. I mean, I think we were talking about it, and
no, I just don't.
It was out there that the group that owns PSA put in that bid, and I think it was unclear whether they put in that bid for the whole company or just the ammo side. But they had the leading bid at $65 million, and that would have ended yesterday. Would have ended the period for anyone to outbid them. So if no one outbid them, then I'm assuming that. Sarksvis said $68 million plus take their debt. So.
Oh, they owed.
But none of this. I don't have any confirmation of this other than what you guys.
If you have the financial backing, that business can be profitable. I don't doubt that you could turn that into a very profitable business. Yeah. You're gonna have to sit on $100 million in debt for 10 years before you start turning a profit. Maybe. I don't know.
It depends.
I would think, I look at Remington, the ammo stuff, and I see a lot of probably calibers and stuff that aren't profitable. Mm-hmm. So I would streamline and focus my attention on very profitable calibers. And unfortunately, for that guy that's got the 3840 Winchester from 1898.
Start reloading, buddy.
Too bad, so sad, Charlie.
Well, so here's the thing. Like, I think that investment group that's behind this is all like conjecture, right? Without knowing all the inside workings or anything that's going on there. That investment group is really good at buying up companies and figuring out what works for them, And if you know how to use... Go ahead.
No, figuring out how to use them to make them profitable as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's definitely intellectual property there. There's actual actual properties, buildings. Who knows? There might be a ton of ammo. There might be this thing or that thing that's all wrapped up in that company. And if you look at it, if you ever looked at The Wolf of Wall Street or any of those other movies, the things you don't need, you can always split up, sell them. Mm-hmm. Sometimes those separate things, you make a lot of money.
To me, the hardest thing is you got to come by $65 million plus all their debts. And then you have to take over this massive company and have somebody run it. I would love to own something big like that and turn a huge profit, but I don't have backers to pay let's say $100 million to make a deal go through. But
I'm gonna say PSA has been doing that for a little while now. And there's other groups like that in the gun world that have been buying up certain companies and selling off certain parts, and then taking other things and making them profitable. Merging stuff.
Gun world's not look at the watch world. That happens constantly in those brands in the watch world. So yeah, it doesn't surprise me at all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Remington has a lot of patents on stuff, I'm going to assume.
Well, I wonder how much their ammo plant has patent-wise. I can't imagine it's a whole hell of a lot.
Mm-hmm. They have all all their core lock and all these different types of bullets, and there's patents on that stuff and all the intellectual property. Yes. And I wish them the best.
Sarksvis says supposedly they have tons of ammo sitting on the docks.
I don't believe that. I just don't believe that.
Why?
Why at this? Well, I don't know. What else?
How long is?
I don't know how much.
Remington
I don't know how much.
Frozen? Uh-oh.
See,
Attack dog.
Buckshot agrees with me too. See,
Pizza's here, so I'm just.
Yeah.
I'll run and grab it in a second.
Yeah.
I just heard a motorcycle. Patrick, you still got your motorcycle?
No, that's
Thanks.
me. No,
I know, but I mean, Patrick, you still got.
Yes, I do still have it. It's I've been trying to get Marley, now that the weather is turning cooler, to go for a ride with me. We haven't gone all summer. It's been too fucking hot.
Yeah, how about that this morning when you went outside? It was a little bit cooler.
Yeah,
I have the window open next to me right now, and I've had the windows open all day with the AC off, and it's been wonderful.
Well, it
Hasn't
hasn't
been
been
hot
quite
here.
like that here, but
It was high of like 67. I'm sorry, 76
What?
today. 76.
Oh, well.
70.
we were like 85, I think. So.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
All right, I'll be back. I think I have food.
Oh, is that what's going on? Good for you. Good for you. Yeah. All right, so let's see. Anyway, that would be. I think ultimately that's a good thing for PSA. Maybe they'll get some production facilities in that whole deal, and we'll get to see. See more production of stuff out there. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably, if you buy a company like Remington and you have the Remington name,
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't F with any of that. I would just get back to business.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to. I mean, you might want to start some other little side brands, but I mean, the Remington name is world known. It's kind of like when they come into a company, they decide they're going to change the colors of the boxes. So if you're like Coca-Cola and you decide now Coke's going to come in a silver can, like they tried for a while and everybody thought it was the Diet Coke, and they didn't buy it. So yeah, just keep Remington and just make it run more efficiently, and they'll probably be profitable. So
yeah, what Remington out there do you still value?
Remington as far as ammo?
No, I mean outside of the ammo. What product from Remington do you still value? Like the shotguns? What's something from Remington that you're like, hey, if I'm gonna, I know you do shotgun stuff like Remington, Mossberg, right? I thought you were putting the Keg 12 stuff on hold, but I think I saw recently that you're still doing some Keg 12.
Well, I'm doing a special order for a government agency.
Some people, right?
Yes,
okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So the 870, that's iconic for Remington.
Mm-hmm.
I think I would, that's one of their better things. I don't know. It's hard to say. Remington's had some real flops in the recent years.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to ask you. Like outside of the Remington shotguns, what would be something awesome from them? Definitely not the R51.
No. I don't know how their 1911s are. I know Remington started doing 1911s again.
Yeah.
They look nice.
Yeah.
I don't have one. They were not priced out of sight. Yeah, the R51 thing, that was what they made, the 9mm and a 380. Not a lot of good reviews on that. I like the style of the gun, but just I guess it didn't function very well.
Yeah. Razor JB says Remington still has a few government contracts currently, so all's not lost.
No.
Matt Morrison agrees with definitely the old 700s. I think there's going to be some stuff. There's going to be some ammo products. There's going to be some stuff like shotguns and all that. They may have some other things they have their hands into. We'll see what comes out of that. But I think those guys do that kind of thing for a living. They've been doing it in terms of JSE, that group that owns PSA. They've been doing that stuff. So I'm sure they have a plan.
I hope so. You don't go into something like that without a plan. That's for sure.
No, you don't drop $65 million easily either.
A lot of money.
Easy come, easy go. Come on.
I think. Right? Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So, all right. Let's see. Len Holt says 1100 shotgun. They still make a pump action hunting rifle. There you go.
They're Remington's only selling off their ammo part, right?
No, this might be the whole company that this thing was for. I don't know.
I don't know. I kind of find it hard to believe if they get all of Remington for $65 million, they
No
got
way.
a deal.
Yeah.
There's
No
no
way. I think this is just the ammo plant.
Yeah. Short
Yeah.
of an article to read about this, like I said, I know Razor JB is saying that PSA bid was on ammo only and hasn't been awarded as of now. Should be awarded in next 48 hours by law. So that's from Razor JB.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I think there's going to be a lot of things floating around out there. So some of this stuff is going to take a little while to actually lock in, and I'm guessing that PSA isn't going to confirm anything till they have everything.
Till all your ducks are in a row.
Yeah, Sarksvis says
Yep.
PSA was ammo only. The company had too much debt. So, and All Thumb saying only Remington ammo only. There you go.
That's what I figured. There's no way they're buying the entirety of the company for that price.
Yeah. Jen Champ Jr. says JJE is the parent company, and only the ammo division. So there you go. Yeah.
So what else is going on this week?
Let's see. I'm gonna flip over.
Checking the news.
Let's see. There's a. Oh well, you know what? Actually, let me do a shout out. This is a little bit of news because it's technically on a blog. But Harry's Holsters introduces new contender competition holster. Shout out to Harry's Holsters. This is on the Firearms blog.
Wow, he got a post on the fire. Good for him.
Yeah.
I did see his email when it came through, but really good for him. That's really exciting.
Yeah, this is from Luke C. wrote this. He says, Harry's Holsters has released a new holster for the competition scene. The Contender. The new holster is purported to be one of the most durable competition holsters available now and perfectly suited for the USPSA and IDPA style competitors with many styles of competition pistols. And it goes through the features: flared opening for easy reholstering, versatile mounting system that works with Safariland, Bladetech, Comtac, G-Code, and other common mounting systems, consistent and adjustable retention, excellent fit, compatible with slide-mounted optics, carry optics divisions, USPSA legal, IDPA legal. It goes on and shows us a bunch of pictures. And actually, let me see. You could probably click through this and go to, let's see if that goes to Harry's Holster site. There you go. And if you guys get something from Harry's Holsters and use the code Hank Strange, you get 10% off. What?
And support Harrison. He's really cool.
Yeah.
I really like Harrison.
Yeah, so they're making this for the Canik TP9 SF, the CZ-P09, the CZ-P10F, CZ Shadow 2, Glock 34. Okay, someone took their muffler off. SIG P320 X5, the Smith & Wesson M&P 5-inch. So there you go. Those are your different models. It's $67.87, which is not bad. Yep, and like I said, if you guys are gonna pick that up, you could use the code Hank Strange, save yourself 10%, help support us around here, and as Babyface said, support Harrison. Shout out to him. I know he's been working on this for a little while here.
Nice.
So, yeah, that's cool. Walter, did you come up with something or?
Oh, I was thinking of that. You had the article about the holster.
Mm-hmm.
Right above that article is the Rimfire report showing some love for pump action 22 long rifle. I was thinking of Patrick there.
I hate when they run articles like this because then I feel like the market goes up on because I really want one of those Winchester 62s. I've been trying to get my hands on. Oh, I'm sure you do. Everybody got something I want.
It's not. It's not for sale, but I think I have one of those.
Yeah, let me roll that in here.
But yeah, the market.
Okay.
Anytime there's something cool going on, the market goes up. So eventually, I'll get my hands on one. I love pump 22s. I really do.
Didn't you do a video on something like this recently?
It's on my channel. Marlin Model 38.
Okay.
Who's in the chat? Hooty hoo!
Shout out to Hooty Hoo. By the way, shout out to Hooty Hoo out there. Congratulations! I think I said it already, but I'll say it again. congratulations on, I think he's way over 100,000 subscribers, but he got his plaque, and he gave me and Lola a shout out on his video, which I appreciate. Basically,
Jeff told me I need to charge you for Sunday.
What?
So
Jeff, hold on. Which Jeff is this?
My advertising fee. So I wore your hat on Sunday for the video, and I gotta bill you for the advertising fee for wearing your hat.
Yeah. Okay. Tell Jeff the next time he comes to my range, it's gonna cost him $100. Let's start there.
I hope he's watching.
And we can just go down the list. Charges. Nah. Shout out to Jeff. I like Jeff. Jeff's cool. So yeah, you are all welcome. By the way, you're all welcome. I'll pass on any of those charges to Lola and have Lola talk to you guys about that. We'll see how that goes.
I would rather deal with you than Lola any day.
I got a better solution. I got a better solution. You got to have a credit card thing on your gate.
Right, I'm telling you.
Come in, yeah.
Yeah, slide it. Don't even know what charges you're getting. Just put the credit card in there. It just takes it. It doesn't even give it back to you.
It's like a meter, and it's like a parking meter.
Yeah, you get it.
You're there for an hour, you get an hour charge. Hour 15, you get an hour 15 charge.
You're there for an hour and 1 minute, 2 hour charge.
Yeah,
2 hours.
Yeah. By the way, I enjoy how Patrick came over there, and he's like, "Yeah, listen, I need access to the cottage." Boom, goes in there, gets some ammo, walks out. Yeah. Did Jeff notice that? Did Jeff notice that part? No, I don't think so.
I don't think so. No.
No, exactly. Tell Jeff he missed that part.
Let's borrow it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's in the berm right now.
I'll go dig it out. I'll go get a shovel.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish there was an easy way to get that lead out of that berm. I don't know. That's a whole other thing. We'll have to get a big massive sifter out there and just go sift through that whole thing. All right, so listen. So are we done with Jeff, with the Jeff conversation?
I did. Well, real quick, I did ask Marley. We went to not Tractor Supply, Rural King yesterday.
Oh, okay.
And as we were walking in, they had those big sort of tractor mixed with like a front end loader sort of thing.
Backhoes?
Yeah, like a backhoe. And I was like, Marley, I want that. She's like, what do you need that for? And I was like, I could leave it at Hank's and then we could make everything with it. Yeah. And she was like, absolutely not. You can't have that. Sorry, Hank. I tried. She said no.
Yeah, what did that thing cost?
I didn't even look. Yeah. I can't afford it. If I have to ask, I can't afford it.
Yeah. Do you guys want to do some Florida Man? I don't know. There's a whole... I've got things here that I could do. Oh, let's do the F. Cuomo. That's funny.
Mm-hmm.
Here's some news. So this is from the New York Post. Massive F. Cuomo and de Blasio mural painted on Brooklyn Street. I'm not even surprised by that. The writings on the wall road. Fed up New Yorkers painted a massive stretch of Brooklyn blacktop with the yellow message F. Cuomo and de Blasio, obviously with 3 other letters attached to it.
I thought they were loved.
Yeah, no, not really. And here's some video of it here. I'll just roll through a little bit of this. It's blurred out, but if you guys look it up, you'll see. The not so subtle shout out to Governor Andrew Cuomo and Mayor Bill de Blasio went up around 1 a.m. Saturday on North 15th between Wythe Avenue and Banker Street in Williamsburg during the waning hours of an annual block party, which this year doubled as a small business owner protest, one told the Post. Yeah. There's going to be more of that in New York, but I mean, I don't know, man. People in New York will never stop voting for liberals, so I don't really know what to do, or what to say about that. The rest of the people in New York enjoy that. I hope really this time around people in New York through this whole COVID thing have gotten pissed off enough and they've realized like what they're signing up for is socialism and slavery. But, there's still people who think it's the most awesome place in the world.
I don't get... Yeah. Let it fail.
Yeah, and Rain is bringing in something here that I think Babyface wants to talk about. Rain says, "Hey, Babyface P, can I ask what's the total cost of the MP5 build?" And then Rain gave us $5 here, which I appreciate. Rain, thank you. Babyface, you want to start with the cost of the parts kit? Yeah,
$1,500 for the parts kit.
Hold on. I
do not fully own
interest.
I do not fully own the parts kit yet, so it will get paid eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Beyond that, the flat and
he moved on from that one real quick. Walter, you noticed that? He's like,
I mean, what else? What more do I need to say?
And
the flat,
moving on.
The flat and the flat in the weldment kit. Buy the LSC flat. Do not go for the cheaper one. Only go for the better one. Is flat weldment kit and the rivet section. So you rivet in the shell deflector and the sling hook. Totaled with shipping was about $280. If you want to do a tax stamp, if you want an SBR, it's about $200. Well, it's exactly $200.
Mm-hmm.
And then tools. The flat bending jig, I think, was about $300. They're very hard to come by at the moment because nobody has made them in a while. So I have one. I can always loan it out to people if we need to. If you want to rent it from me or something, we can do that. Wait.
So you already have that. What was the other jig that you were talking about?
So the other jig.
One? Okay.
Yep. So the other jig is not. It ended up not being necessary for this build, and I'm pointing to it because it's right off camera right now. If when you go to bend your flat, the rails aren't perfectly square, or the receiver doesn't come out perfectly perfect. You can use another jig with a mandrel goes in. And then you crush the rails in, so it squares everything up. And that jig is $450, and again, impossible to find at the moment.
Yeah.
I try to get my hands on one, and I can't find one.
By the way, I'm running in some stuff from your IG.
Yep.
If people want to see that.
Then remember, beyond all of that, if you plan on building your own, you need to have a very specific skill set. You don't have to be a professional, but you need to know how to weld. TIG is the best. MIG kind of works. I would go for TIG.
Wait, hold on a second. MIG. Walter's calling an audible. What's up, Walt?
No MIG welded monkeys. MIG welded monkeys.
Yes, TIG is the best.
That doesn't give you clean welds, I'm guessing.
And don't learn on the first receiver you bend, because that will be $250 worth of trash metal that you throw away. Go get a bunch of scrap metal and just play and have fun. Go through an entire bottle of argon before you even consider touching your receiver. Because that's what I did. I actually just bought a new bottle of argon. So,
by the way, that's like $60 too, just so I bet.
Yeah, a bottle of argon's $50, or 58, 60 or something. What else?
I'm doing the old school adding machine.
Yeah, here's that kit. Where's that kit? What's that kit called again? This is what you're talking about, right? I'm running this in from your IG in a plastic bag. It looks like the receiver, the flat.
Yep, so that is the LSC receiver flat and the weldment kit. So the weldment kit turns a scary full auto into a shelved semi-auto, which you could still make a shelved full auto, so it doesn't make sense anyways, but that's the ATF for you.
Mm-hmm.
So total, I haven't run the numbers, and I'm kind of afraid to. Maybe $2,000? Maybe? That's not including...
Yeah.
That's not including buying a welder from Walter for $500, which is
$300.
Wait a second, and some of that
$300.
Was it $300? What happened to my welder? Because my welder somehow got rolled into that.
I never had your welder. I don't know.
You did have my welder.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And you sold it for something.
I think somebody
stole that through the time hole or wormhole or whatever. We threw that through that.
It
sure.
disappeared.
Right.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
The Romulans are using that now in the other dimension.
I bet they are. I hope they're enjoying it.
Yeah, they're getting
Bastards.
some terrible flux or MIG out of it. But when all is said and done, you can get cool welds that look like that. Some nice blued steel. There's a pin back there that I tacked in, so you could actually put a pin through there. We still have to do a little bit of work here. There's a shelf that goes on right here. And then we have to cut the trigger pack that goes in back here. But all in all, it's coming along. it's well worth it if you're into building things. And welding is some of the coolest shit I've ever done. It is so much fun. I would never tell anybody not to get into welding, because welding is awesome. I love it.
So let's go over a couple of things here while we're talking about this.
So what was the grand total?
Yeah, go ahead, Walt.
Say $2,000 maybe, with parts and tools.
Right, and if you plan on constructing more than one or doing it with your friends, I can see it. But
yes,
to build a onesie,
something to consider is there's a whole family of HK out there. This should be your thumbnail for the video. Whole family of HK.
What does this mean? What does that mean?
Whole family of HK on the market. You can get a 53, you can get an MP5, you can get a G3, you can get a Setme, because you can't have a G3 and not. You have to have both, right? So you could build multiple guns: 5.56, 9, 308. You know, make a 6.5. Somebody should make a 6.5 G3. That'd be really cool.
Okay.
So yeah, there's your reasons to buy those tools.
So let me ask this though. Couple of things here. So that flat, was that serialized?
No, they come straight to your door. It is not a receiver until today or last night when I bent it and welded it. That's when it's a receiver.
Okay, and then who? So then you have to take that somewhere and obviously get it serialized and all that stuff, right?
No.
Somebody's trying to get pizza from me.
Oh.
No. You don't have to do anything.
Don't feed him pizza.
Hell no, I'm not gonna feed him pizza. You think I want another fat dog?
Yeah.
No, because it's homemade, it does not have to be serialized.
Yeah. What's this you're showing, Walt?
That's the.
This is a demilled HK91.
Mm-hmm.
This is just a barrel, folks. There's no.
Yeah. There's nothing else attached to that, so and it's demilled anyway. So it's a piece of firearms
steel
art. Yeah. Basically artwork pieces, at this point. Yeah. Chopped up. Yeah. So you got to go somewhere and get them to serialize that. No, you don't.
No, you don't. It doesn't have to be serialized. It's homemade.
Okay, so you never have to do it unless you're planning on.
If you sell it, maybe. I don't know how that works.
If you don't put any markings on it and it gets stolen, then you have no way to get it back.
Yeah.
Because they're not going to bring it back to Babyface P because you saw the video on the internet.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you mark it somehow, then it can be returned or get stolen. Yeah, but it's not required by law.
Okay. So hold on. Let's. Matt Morrison wants to know what kit did we use, if you can ask. So I'll let Babyface take that.
MP5A3 parts kit that we bought locally. The local police department here in Gainesville got rid of all their MP5s. The guy tried to resell them to other local municipalities, and nobody wanted 35-year-old guns. So they got parted. They got cut and parted out.
I believe that was on they were using a SWAT team, right?
Yep. Yeah, they were the SWAT guns.
Yeah. So, now the other question that I would ask along with that is, what does it cost to just buy an MP5, Walter?
$2,700 from HK.
If you want HK.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. And right now, or there's a PTRs. I don't know what right now is a really weird time to be buying anything, but before things got nutty, I think the PTR was about 1,600.
Yep.
Somewhere around there.
Okay.
HK is like 27.
Zeniths were like 1,550 or something, weren't they? They were in that 1,500.
PTR is built off of HK parts kits or the whole.
No, they use their tooling, I believe. I think they bought up some of the HK tooling, but no, they brand new kits, brand new parts.
And Appalachian Gunrunner says, can you SBR a gun with no serial number, or is it needed to register for the NFA?
So you have to. So this one will be getting a serial number, because when I go to SBR it, which I'm gonna have to try to get that paperwork done like in the next day or two, you have to have a serial number. So this one will get a serial, and it's gonna be something special. It'll probably have something that's special to me, but you can make up whatever serial number you want.
It better say HANK.
OU812.
It's gonna be I mean, that M16 I did, I put our wedding date on there, so I'll probably do I put our anniversary, so I'll put our wedding date on this one.
No, I think I've said it before. Your first baby's got to be Hank. This one, I have a claim. I have a stake. A claim.
Listen, you're gonna have to fight Marley with that, and I don't know that you want to get into that.
Well, I will
battle.
relinquish. No, I'm not gonna fight Marley. No way. But I will relinquish my stake on the first baby name, and if we make this HK, which is technically a baby of yours, if you put Hank on it, I'll relinquish that.
How about we compromise with the serial number will be HNK 1024. That's our anniversary, so it will be HNK 1024. I'm cool with that. So I get my wedding or my anniversary because that's what I plan on using for all my serial numbers.
Is it HNK or HANK?
HNK. I don't want it to be Hank. I want it to be Hink.
I want it to be Hank, but okay.
Listen.
All right, fine. Do whatever you got to do. I'm not really holding you to that.
Speaking of, BWE is in the...
Yeah, BWE says no LEO wants an MP5.
No, they switched over
I don't understand that. Mm-hmm. I really don't, because they're fucking excellent guns. So
I like them.
Well, they're not... Okay, so...
No, they're not.
And Babyface, I think you remember we were having this conversation with Glenn from Lawful Defense, which is like a local gun store here in Gainesville, where I got those things, where we got those kits from. He said they want the more modern stuff. That's what
they want. It was funny.
The only thing is separate.
Modern. Yeah. It's basically M16, which is older than this design.
Yeah, I know. I get it.
And the only thing that differentiates the MP5 between any of the modern, say, 9mm guns, is last shot hold open. That is it. Nothing else. Yeah. I mean, okay, some have Picatinny rails. You can get a Picatinny rail put on your HK, and you're good to go.
Yeah. Yeah. Chris Bullis is throwing up serial number things. Mine's going to be serialized. I believe it's already serialized, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, yours already is.
Yeah.
Armin Access says I should do HS dash for Hank Strange.
Yeah. No, you don't have to. I'm just torturing you.
I will do. Listen, I will do it. I don't care.
No, I'm
do
just
you want
torturing.
HK or HS?
No, I'm just torturing you. You got to put the logo on. The whole Hank Strange logo.
Oh, we're gonna.
No, I'm just kidding.
Give it to Walter. He's the one with the laser engraver. I was thinking of putting my logo.
Listen, I know people are helping. Right, yeah, people are helping you out. I would rather those people get some stuff. I know there's lots of people helping you out. I don't know if you want to shout out some of those people.
I don't have the magazine sitting in front of me. It is down below in the garage where the workspace is. But if you want to get your name on the magazine, that is still an option. It's still in the running. If anybody out there would like to make a donation to the MP5 fund, you can do so at the link that I will provide in the next 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And you get to pick whatever name you want to go on the side of the magazine. And I'm going to thank you to Safety Harbor Firearms for donating their laser engraver. I'm going to use it to engrave all the names on the side.
Yeah. Walter like, I don't know.
What was that?
I don't know how this is going to happen. So while he's looking for that, let's just give a quick shout out to BWE, who's in the chat. And you guys should go check out BWE's Instagram. He does have some pictures and video on this particular build. He's doing mine, and he's got video on his on his Instagram channel showing stuff. What?
Can I just say, 40 years of professional gunsmithing versus a monkey in a garage. It's pretty funny looking at how perfect he demilled your parts kit. Like he just he milled out the welds and took it all apart nicely. Mine looks like a Wolverine came through and just slashed.
Yeah, see, this is the reason why. So Walter, Babyface was wanting to do all of this to me, and I was like, listen, Patrick, I would rather go to Walter and or Richard from BWE, because I love you, but you're a savage, and no thanks.
It is savagized for sure.
All right, well, there's nothing pretty about taking these welds apart. I mean, if you do it you can do it with a grinder and carefully grind the welds down and then peel off the pieces and cut it's not pretty. Yes, if you have a milling machine, you could get in there and mill them out and all that.
I don't know how BWE's Richard's gonna have to tell us how he did it, because it looks like he milled the welds out and then it just it looks like it slid apart so pretty. Where mine was like, the barrel came out pretty well, but the I just peeled the sheet metal off the cocking tube. I also took pliers and like.
Yeah,
it wasn't a
you
pretty
got to be
job.
careful. This is kind of a general thing here because you got to get this weld off because the sheet metal inside of this is very thin and dainty.
Yes.
You don't want to puck it all up, taking it out and bend it, because if you bend this tube up, you're effed, if you know what I mean.
Yes,
so then you got to go buy one. So, yeah, I mean, you have to be patient. Now, if you're not a patient type person.
Oh, wait a second. Hold on. I think you said the magic words.
I'm very patient when I need to be. When I need.
I don't recommend an HK build to somebody who thinks it's an AK.
I don't recommend an AR-15. If you've done an AR-15, an AR-15 is a 1, an AK is like a 5 or a 6, an HK is like an 8. Beyond that would be like I don't know, rebuilding a machine gun from cut pieces.
Right. If you don't, for the cocking handle, when you pull the cocking handle in the HK, it's the primary extraction that opens the bolt. If you don't do that right, and you don't get that primary extraction, the bolt won't open. So, and then you're effed. So, and you have to modify it inside here or do something.
Yeah.
You have to put a spacer or something in
like
there.
My kids say, you're effed in the A.
Yeah, exactly. And then you'll be like all sad and mad.
See, look at this. I plunged a 3/8 inch mill, 60 thou deep for each one of the welds. It was perfect. It looks like so perfect. I took a grinder and was like.
Also, DCG44S was asking about changing the barrel. Basically, what I got to do is drive this pin out, and you can press the barrel out forward.
And then you have to rehead space it. It's not hard. Yeah. It's just not easy.
You got to have the little rollers to get the headspace right and all that stuff. Yeah. I mean, if I was to build this, I bought this barrel by itself, and it looks like it came off a gun that was probably brand new. Mm-hmm. So there's a good chance that it's going to headspace all right from the parts that I have, but you never know till you stick it together. So
yeah, so you're just saying it's probably still in spec.
Yeah, well, this is not worn out by any means. Yeah. And if you get some decent parts from a decent parts kit, they're probably not wore out either. So
yeah. Elfster's Rifles and Reloading, shout out to him. He says, I would like to start the Elfster's PSA MP5 fund. Send checks to. I might cash the check before the PSA MP5 actually comes out, though. You got some time for that, buddy. I'm assuming that's
2021.
Well into 2021. So
but
just
don't fall for the Friday. Don't fall for the Friday drop.
Yeah, and whenever it comes out, as we all know, there's definitely not going to be any. So who knows when that's going to be before you actually get it? But yeah, at this point, it's definitely well in 2021. So here's the thing I want to ask Walter about that. And by the way, like I said, go to BWE and check him out. He's doing all that work for us and helping. And by us, I mean me. So
he's not doing crap for. He is actually. I can't say that because he is actually sharing knowledge with me that it takes 30 years of learning to know. So I can't complain.
Yeah. He says, let's see. He says, Babyface P, I bet I got Hank's demilled faster than you got yours demilled.
I have a feeling that's correct because I was in the garage for probably 4 hours last night. 3 or 4 hours. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, and Babyface put up the link there. I don't know if he has those names yet. But before we do that, Walter, so just to give us your opinion on all this MP5 stuff, what's your opinion here? I know you've got a clone from Zenith. Wait, you got 2 MP5s, right?
No.
You just got the one.
All I have is the one from Zenith, yeah.
Yeah, so what do you
sample.
What's your take on all of this, Walter? Don't be afraid to hurt anyone's feelings. Give us
I mean, if you got to buy all the tools and you got to buy a welder and you got this, I don't recommend it. Sorry.
No, yeah.
I mean, it's crazy. And if you've never welded before, please don't.
Why would you
do
that?
Please, no. Don't do that to yourself.
Yeah.
No,
take a class, do some welding, and still don't do it.
This is not an MP5 is not the gun that you should be building first.
It's not the gun you want for a project. It's not the gun you want.
I've been building guns regularly for maybe 4 or 5 years now, and slowly got into welding in the last year. So I have a little bit of experience, not as much as others out here, but it's definitely start with an AR-15, learn how that works, then maybe move to an AK, do a couple AKs, then consider an MP.
Yeah, but I think like Walter's trying to say, you have a lot of things that gives you the confidence maybe over the average person in terms of not only tools and things like that you have and experience working on things. You also have access to resources like, Walter and Richard and other folks out there. So
I have access to very good resource brains. I have access to very, very good brains that your average person doesn't have access to.
Now, if you go out and the HK91, you go out and buy a receiver that's finished. You can get a receiver finished probably $250, $300. That saves all the fixturing. That saves all the bending and welding of the receiver. Then you've still got to slide the extension in, fit it, get it in the right place, weld it all up. It's still involved. I mean, first time I did one, it's like, okay, I think I got it. Okay, I think I got it. Let's weld it up, and it works.
That's how I felt today. I wasn't concerned until I started doing the receiver. Whatever. In worst case, I can trash a receiver. I'm $300 out, which sucks. That sucks.
Yeah, that's
when you start screwing with the trunnion or the other things that are like the heart of the gun, it starts getting really painful if you break it real bad. Luckily, I took my time. I know Hank likes to think that I don't do that often enough.
Well, I know you do that I know how you are when it comes to. Well, I know for this you care.
Yes. Yeah. I'm not gonna. I won't allow myself to screw it up.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
I have just enough knowledge to be dangerous. Let's say that. I'm not an expert by any means.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And someone wants to know, who was it? Matt Morrison wants to know how long you've been a manufacturer, Walter.
I answered it back since 2004.
Since 2004? Okay, boom. There you go.
Yeah.
Walter, what did you do between 94 and 2004? Because that was when you started,
Make
right?
babies. No.
94?
No, 94.
When did you start the company?
What's the? Oh, well, I mean, I was in FFL. I got my FFL right after Bill Clinton got elected.
Okay, so you just did FFL stuff until you...
Yeah, I was a regular old 07 for the longest time.
Clinton was what? 92?
94.
Yeah.
94? Okay.
Oh, no,
92.
92, right.
Okay, all right. Mm-hmm.
And that was, and it was still kind of fun then, too, because you still had all the AKs and SKSs. Mm-hmm. Bush had banned some of the stuff, but there was still a lot of stuff there, and we were doing gun shows and da-da-da. And then more stuff got banned, and the fun went away from me. I'm not interested in selling Model 700 Remingtons and all that junk. You know, it's just, that's garbage to me. So
you just said they were. You just said they were awesome. If we go back 20, 30 minutes.
I didn't say
well, not awesome.
As far as Remington stuff goes.
Yeah, you said you didn't say awesome, but you said that's still a value to them.
That's one of their core products,
Yeah,
Remington,
right,
the Model
yeah.
7.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. I like the more military target type 700s, but I'm not into camouflage hunting rifles and all that monkey business.
Mhm.
So then, yeah, I got the FFL. We did that, and then for a while, because I needed money, I sold all my guns. I had maybe 2 guns.
Wow.
I had Peggy's M1 carbine, which I wasn't allowed to sell, and I had like an AK and maybe a shotgun.
So hold on a second. When you say you sold all your guns, how many guns did you have in your collection at that time? Are we talking like hundreds? Or
No. I mean, I had the guns that I had in the business, and then I had some of my personal stuff. I didn't have hundreds. I have a lot more now than I had then.
So why did you liquefy? Why did you liquidate your collection?
Well, first I wasn't doing gun shows, and then secondly, it's kind of thing called money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And there was different things going on, so to pay the mortgage.
Because when Marley was in nursing school, I did some of the same. I liquidated some firearms to make.
If I had to, I'd sell all my guns except for a few.
Yeah, that's the same thing.
I think we would all probably do that as guys. Although I know people out there right now listening to that, like, what are you talking about? Especially if you're, you've got a wife, kids, people who depend on you, bills to pay. If you have to,
babies.
Yeah, you'll do what you need to do because you could build it back, right?
You can get it back.
Yeah, as long as the plane doesn't fall
I mean, I
out
used
of
to
the
have
sky,
a real HK91,
Mhm.
the one that I bought, one of my first rifle like that. Even before I had AK, I bought an HK91. That I had a Chinese AK, Mac 10, open bolt Mac 10, just different things. So I mean,
yeah.
But some of that I sold to buy other things, and other things I just. But yeah, for a while I was a gun dealer with no guns.
Yeah.
So,
What hurt you the most? What hurt you the most to sell?
To sell?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Thinking back now, I'd like to have my HK91 back, but I'm not paying $3,000, $4,000 for them. So
I have one gun that I'm missing. I sold a couple years ago. I just thought I would buy something else. I think I bought a P226 instead. I sold my Browning High Power that I loved, and I was like, I'm gonna get a P226. I hear it's awesome. And then I had the P226 for a week and was like, I fucking hate this gun. I really don't like it. And I got rid of it.
Yeah.
I really want to get my High Power back.
I should have never sold you my Keltec RFB, you bastard. Yeah.
That was one of the ones that went the way of the dodo when I had to make Bill's meat.
Yeah, but that was, and I think at that time, I think you did offer me to buy it back, but I don't think I had that kind of.
It's like $1,200. Yeah,
I don't think I had it like that either.
I don't think any of us regularly just sit on $1,200 that are like, yeah, fuck it, here's $1,200. Like,
thinking about I had a couple Japanese Nambu pistols. One that had a bullet hole in it supposedly from like Okinawa or something like that. I sold those. I wish I still had those. There's been some guns, but hey, that's life.
You've got a nice collection now.
I got stuff.
Yeah, some other cool things.
But I need more.
Yeah, always. Len Holt, I'll get this in here real quick. Len Holt says, so BWE will finish Hank's first. Laugh out loud. And then Richard did respond to that. He said, Len Holt, Babyface P will be done first. I have to do paying jobs first. I'm just fitting Hank's build in when I have a few minutes. And also I will be harassing the hell out of him to get it done. Mostly because I would like to see it done. But yeah, I don't know. If I had to bet who was going to get what done first, I wouldn't actually make a bet because I could go either way here.
I have an idea for a video.
What's the idea?
Mine, yours, and his.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Three.
All at the same time.
Three the hard way. Yeah.
So here's what should happen. Richard has to come up and let me borrow his full auto pack. Walter, you have your full auto pack, and then Hank can just have his little binary thing, and we'll see which one's more fun.
Well, first of all, I called dibs on Richard's full auto pack a long time ago.
I don't know about that.
Yeah. So that's already Richard already put that in a video, so I don't know what you're going to do about that.
Make sure you bring your little binary thing, okay?
Yeah, exactly.
Make sure you bring that, okay?
Yeah. He doesn't have any kind of there's no hard feelings behind that whatsoever.
Listen, if I can get my hands on a full auto, even a post sample full auto for the afternoon, I'm good with that.
Yeah.
I haven't done my MP5 yet, so
yeah.
The K is full auto, but not the MP5. So.
Yeah. So you have more than your K. You have a K, and that's full auto.
Yeah, the MP5K is the one we shoot all the time. That's full auto, and then I have the MP5, and it's not. I haven't done a conversion yet, so.
Oh, okay.
Since you're a SOT, I feel like you should have SD as well, because it's so much cheaper than me making an SD to play with. I'm just throwing that out there.
Yeah, I agree with that. I second that, Walter. So that's official now. You know what I mean?
Because if I do SD, I have to do 2 tax stamps, I think, right?
Bless you guys' hearts. Bless your hearts. And I should have like a 21, like an HK 21, and then maybe a G36 or whatever, and then maybe a UMP and.
Why not?
And an XYZ and all that.
Is the UMP the one that was in that James Bond movie? I think so, right?
It's all plastic.
It's just a plastic HK.
Yeah. Rain says, Babyface, please take pictures for a video montage on your build. I'm sure you're going to see lots of stuff from Patrick. Just follow him.
If you want to see pictures, I'm running in pictures on Instagram right now, but I'm doing the whole build, and I'm currently capturing all of it on video, and those videos will start rolling out probably in the next 2 weeks, I'd say, maybe.
Yeah.
I think I'm 3 or 4 videos in, I think, and I probably only have about 3 or 4 left. It's I feel like at where I am right now, I'm right about halfway in the build. I gotta get my act together and go get my fingerprints and picture taken so I can put in for a put my Form 1 in on the NFA thing.
Yeah, you guys will see lots of stuff on these.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
But here's the problem for anybody that's out there watching. I'm already halfway done with this build. What do I do next? What's the next thing I should be working on?
I don't know how exciting it is, but I got the nickel stripper.
What? That's her name? How much does she cost?
For a nickel stripper, I got
nickel
that
stripper.
Yeah.
We do need to do a video on that. I need to figure out how to do it.
Yeah, how big of a part can go in this nickel stripper?
I mean, how big is your part, Hank? Do you want to put that in a nickel stripper?
There's like 2-quart bottles of the stripper, and you mix the two together and you put the stuff in it, so it just lays down in flat. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Stripper, nickel stripper.
Yeah. So, by the way, BWE says he has 2 post sample packs. So,
I call dibs on both, so Hank can't have either. He's got to have his binary. I call dibs on both.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to see. There's going to be tons of videos.
You're just stumped right now.
There's going to be lots of videos coming out on this. This is what I could say. I'm looking forward to it. I know it's going to take time to get all this stuff out there, but we're looking forward to it. And I'm sure other things will come up. Right now is a weird time, and I think that goes back to what Walter was saying, that if this opportunity didn't come up at this time, we probably wouldn't be doing anything like this. It just happened, and a lot of things timing-wise happened to work out. Yeah, but we are going to put stuff out there just because lots of money is getting spent. So that money has to somehow be recuperated.
I just got a YouTube check today, so Hank, expect some of that coming your way eventually.
Okay, awesome. That would be, I would be so excited about that if I didn't know how actually small YouTube checks could be, but yeah.
It was tiny, but listen, money is money.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep, it's all good.
Absolutely. Yeah. It all goes to moving everything forward, but I'm sure something will come up here. This is just going to be a really, really weird time, and I know I was looking at a lot of people. We were talking about the RGB thing, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, and I saw something that Johnny B did and lots of other people, and even a video. I put up a video yesterday talking about that Yankee Hill machine R9 suppressor that we have, and I noticed a lot of people in that video saying things are going to get really bad. Everything's going to get worse here. I think I wouldn't agree with it. I just think that we're in a really weird kind of limbo moment in history. For me, this kind of stuff that's happening this year, I can't remember at any one point in my life, and I'm 48, all the way up to that this many things happened condensed into one relatively short time period. So,
Walter, you're in the same boat. Do you remember any years that you would say were worse than 2020? I've heard the gas shortages back in the late 70s were pretty shit. And
there was a weird time when Nixon resigned in like 73, I think that was.
Oh, okay, I would have been
74.
Yeah.
I mean, I was, like I said, watching the news, watching TV. That's kind of a weird time to have the president resign. And to think about what he resigned over is nothing.
Oh, today?
Nothing compared to what went on with we just had happen with Trump.
But those were different times, man. Remember? Those were the days, because I remember growing up in different places where this happened in America. I remember it in England, where if you were a public figure and you did anything resembling corruption, any kind of scandal, you apologized and quit and got out of there. And that ended somewhere, around the 70s, 80s or something like that? It never ended with the Democrats. Mm-hmm. The Democrats never do that. They always they game together and they just, he doesn't mean that, or some. Republicans always cower down and quit.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, what Nixon did was nothing pales in comparison to what just went on to Trump and the people who did that stuff to Trump.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, basically a coup, attempted coup.
Yeah.
That was a pretty weird time, as growing up as a kid. I mean, there was none of you guys don't remember gas shortages here in this country.
I heard stories,
1973 when the Israelis attacked the Arabs and the Saudis cut the oil off or whatever, and then you had lines for gasoline and all this stuff. That was a strange time as growing up as a kid. Even though you now look at it by now, it was all false. There was no shortage of fuel at all. That was all an engineered shortage.
Yeah, I think a little thing called OPEC.
Well, but really, in the real world, that was all engineered just to do what they did.
Yep.
We don't have any shortage of fuel. I mean, growing up as a kid, though, you're going to run out of gas by 1980. There's going to be no more oil in 1980.
Why is that a
kind
thing?
Of stuff.
Why is
well, because
that's
a scare tactic. The world's going to come to an end. Global warming, all that. Remember that?
When I was a kid, so different generations here. But when I was a kid, it was the first one was if we continue using hairspray, we're going to have a hole in the ozone layer, and we'll all die. Do you remember that one?
Mm-hmm.
Remember when they changed the Freon? That was
Freon
about
to the
that
new,
too.
Yeah, same thing. It's gonna hole in the ozone.
In reality, that was a scam by the companies to make a lot of money.
Switch everything.
I believe I had read recently that people looking back on that, doing some research on it, it didn't matter. We could have kept using hairspray for the next 40,000 years.
No one stopped using hairspray, by the way. There's still aerosols are still out there.
They removed CFCs or whatever.
Yeah.
Remember before we had this pandemic thing, we were all worried about straws.
Yeah, straws. Not
Remember
worried about
that
straws. Straws got replaced, man. Even everywhere.
Hate garbage.
Yeah, everywhere.
Straws, really, folks? Straws?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Oh, so yeah, so there was that one. There was Y2K was going to end the world.
I remember Y2K. Yeah.
Oh yeah. You got to do this. You got to do that. So that day when it goes by, it's like, well,
nothing happened.
Y2K was going to end the world, and then
9/11 was a thing, I think.
Yeah, but the last one that I remember was an inconvenient truth. Al Gore doing his inconvenient truth about how global warming is going to end the world. We're all going to be 6 feet underwater by 2001 or 2005, whatever. Yet all of these guys are now buying beachfront property right on the coast. You think if global warming was going to end us all, you wouldn't want to buy property on the coast that's going to be gone in 5 years. But I'm not a Ben.
Yeah, Len Holt
wait a minute, Patrick. All you have to do is get government insurance, and if it goes away, guess what? You get paid for it.
Yeah, you get paid. Yeah. That's right.
Okay. Len Holt says, I remember gas at 37 cents a gallon. Then it went up. We were freaked out when it went to over 50 cents a gallon. I remember in New York City freaking out when that was 75 cents a gallon. I remember
gas at 32.
I couldn't even imagine. The lowest I've ever seen was like.
And then they'd have like gas wars between the gas stations.
Yeah.
Where they'd go a few pennies up and down.
Yeah.
Look at the time when the stock market. If the stock market moved 10 points in a day, that was a big thing. That was a. Yeah. Now you have these swings.
But it wasn't as none of that. Yeah, but none of the numbers were as high as they are now. Listen, fear always very important. I remember as a kid living in England, going to school, and they still did those get under your table drills. I don't know when and that was in the 70s, so I don't know when they stopped that.
They didn't do that here.
Yeah.
In elementary school, we didn't do it for the same reason. We did it for hurricanes.
Okay.
Tornadoes.
Yeah.
We didn't do it for nuclear bombs. That fucking useless.
Only thing that's going to do getting under your desk is going to have your nice little charred body under the desk.
Yeah, you're just going to have that shadow stain against the wall.
From like 1977, from 1946 to 19. That's like, come on, that was a long time for them to,
Clinton.
30 years, right, for them to get out of that fair mode, England. But remember, England got the living daylights bombed out of them.
Yeah. During the Clinton administration, they deactivated all the civil defense shelters. That's when they sold off all the Geiger counters and all the supplies out of the civil defense shelters. Mm-hmm. So, Yeah, the Brits didn't take a lot of their stuff down until after the wall came down.
Mm-hmm.
Like in '92, they were still running a lot of their stuff till '92. So,
I mean, they're
I remember
range.
IRA. I remember IRA in England. Do you guys?
That's the Irish
yeah.
thing.
Republican Army.
They were bombing the living daylights out of England.
I got some news for you. They're still there.
They are still there. What's their gun of choice? Does anybody know? Anybody remember?
Wait, wasn't it the what was that thing that we did something on that gun, didn't we?
The rifle.
Oh, the Armalite AR-180.
Armalite AR-180.
Oh yeah.
That's their weapon of choice.
Yep. The IRA loved the AR-180.
Yeah.
Or I guess they were committing acts of terror anyway, so it was probably an AR-18 that they had. They probably didn't have the semi-autos.
Well, it depends. Yeah. Yeah. Either way.
Yeah. It's a weird thing. I don't know. I know there's a lot of people freaking out about what's going to happen when we get down to the elections, what's going to happen after the elections, how everyone's going to react to it. I don't buy the idea that we're in civil war or even close to it.
No.
People are trying.
People are pussies. They're not going to do shit. They're going to bitch and moan on Twitter, and then they're going to go about their day. They're not going to do fuck all because that's what they do. That's what I think.
Yeah, there's nothing.
I think there'll be pockets. There may be pockets of people trying to do things, but I don't think anyone really has what it takes to go all out here.
Listen,
let me refresh everybody's memory here. There is a thing called martial law, and there is a thing called the National Guard, and there is a thing called bullets. So
I was going to say something to remember. At least here in Florida, legally, you don't stop shooting until the threat stops. So if he gets back up, you pop a couple more. But you wait, the threat's not
I think
done
a
yet.
lot of this goes from state to state, right? So I think in Florida, we're not seeing that or feeling that like some other states out there. What was it? I sent this article out where I think it was, who was it? Someone was declaring one of the what's Trump's guy in the DOJ was declaring certain cities and states
as
the Attorney General.
Yeah, the DOJ is now calling certain localities anarchistic zones.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah, here's the thing I was talking about, right? DOJ identifies New York City and other cities as jurisdictions permitting anarchy, violence, and destruction. So on Monday, DOJ identified New York City, Portland, and Seattle as local governments that are permitting anarchy, violence, and destruction in American cities, a move that comes as the federal government continues to take a tough stance against localized rioting in some areas of the country. President Trump earlier this month targeted those three cities in a memo to Attorney General William Barr and the Office of Management and Budget, asking for a review of federal funds to anarchist jurisdictions. I mean, this is like what we all know. I'm pretty sure that those politicians out there don't like it. And I think it's also one of the reasons why they're still threatening to do another, what is it called? What is this thing they were trying to do with Trump?
Impeach him?
Yeah, they're threatening another impeachment, but they're saying it over the whole Ruth Ginsburg thing that they're going to try to impeach. Or even they'll try to impeach Barr or whatever.
I can't imagine they're that stupid because the American people.
Oh, I can't imagine they're that stupid.
I
easily.
think they're crazy.
They don't. The American populace does not want that. They really.
Some of them do.
The vast majority don't. I don't think.
I would agree with that. I don't think most people want that. I think that some people do want that. I don't think they're going to be happy when they get what they're looking for. If they really start a fire and get people, if they get those things going, it's going to affect them the most. I think there's certain other places that you're not going to see that. There's a lot of states that have everything under control and they can't get those things kicked off.
The chaos is not nationwide. It's only in very small areas.
Yeah.
And once again, that can all be quelled probably pretty quick if you apply the proper amount of force.
But I also have a feeling that we're going to see it reflected in voting. When the folks who vote go out there and actually vote, I think we'll see that reflected, we'll see that reflected in what's out there. Whether people get real upset over what happens, I'm gonna go vote. Whatever comes out of that, I'm not planning on getting upset or anything like that. I know that in the unlikelihood of Biden and Harris getting into the White House, I'm not giving up a damn thing. So, they can try that all they want to. I really, really don't think we're gonna get there.
Nope.
I don't think people in America are that batshit crazy.
I think you're going to be a little surprised on the voting results. I really do. Oh, yeah. Speaking of that, I survived as a child. Mm-hmm. I survived a person called McGovern. Remember McGovern? Do a little research on George McGovern.
I remember that name. Yeah.
George. 1972. He ran against Nixon before the before the
yeah, they call it the McGovern years. Right.
McGovern was the atypical tits on a boar hog kind of guy.
Mm-hmm.
Liberal to the max. And he got effing slaughtered.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, now that was different times, back then.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd like to remind everybody too who stopped it.
For you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, let me put this in chat and I'm gonna put it in Skype too. This is the McGovern red versus blue. This image is the red versus the blue. Did that work?
Yeah.
How the country went, red versus blue.
Yeah, I hear about the McGovern years all the time.
So go click on that.
Yeah. Let's see.
Oh
wow!
Just click that link. Look how red they went when McGovern was running.
And not even in your typical places where there are sanctuaries of liberalness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh wow!
Mm-hmm.
This is by counties.
He got effing slaughtered.
Mm-hmm.
And they thought they were just so pompous and and everybody was with them and yada yada yada.
I feel like that's what's happening now. I feel like that's exactly what everybody's going to vote for Biden. Everybody's going to.
They're going to have places in Florida, the typical places. There's going to be counties that still go for the leftists. But
so McGovern was what before he ran for? Let me see. What was it?
Senator looked like.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it's that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Nixon slaughtered him.
Yeah, that looks like it wasn't even close.
It wasn't.
So he was like AOC of that time?
No. They back in those days they didn't come out and say they were a socialist or a communist or a. They were all all supportive of that stuff, but they didn't come out and say it. They were in the closet still then.
Mm-hmm.
So but he was the left then. Yeah. Well, look at what's his face that ran against the guy from was he Maine or Massachusetts that ran against Bush one, I think, the one time. One of his photo ops, he jumped on top of a tank.
I don't know.
Was riding around. What the hell is he?
Bush Senior.
Bush Senior. And what's his name? Oh hell, can't remember the loser's name.
Getting old.
But
yeah.
But Dukakis.
Oh, Dukakis.
Dukakis, yeah, that guy. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he got his ass handed to him too.
Michael Dukakis, former governor of Massachusetts.
Yeah, Michael Dukakis. Yeah,
Massachusetts.
Film. Here's a YouTube video for 13 minutes, 28 seconds called "Film: How to Destroy a Presidential Candidate." I guess he didn't do very well.
Sometimes this is why you've seen a lot. That's where the blue dog Democrat thing came from. But for some reason,
Democrats
Go ahead.
are Southern Democrats.
Yeah, but I think there's a lot of people who, like Democrats, who for a long time tried to, pretend like they weren't so super liberal. Or maybe they liked girls. Or maybe they weren't so super liberal. But it seems like lately they're just all out. Like let's competition to see who's the most liberal.
They don't care anymore. They've been emboldened by Obama. He was like, "Oh, come on out, everybody be what you want to be, and guess what? Now we all know who they are, really, and
it's good. I think it's great because who the commies are.
Yeah. So you think after Trump wins a second term, we'll still have Pelosi?
I hope.
Yes.
God, I hope maybe she can pull a Beta Ginsburg on us. I hope.
Yes.
No, I'm talking to you. You think they won't get rid of her?
No.
No. Okay.
The Democrats. No.
I think AOC is coming for that afterwards.
Nope.
If AOC survives that, which we'll see.
You ain't got a snowball's chance in hell of
they will be working their
out.
hardest to get rid of AOC because they do not want her.
Yeah.
She
It'll be
is
interesting to see what happens there.
Oh no! I mean,
it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting.
Not gonna, like George Bush said, the first one. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it.
No, I understand. I understand that. All right, look, listen. We already burned 2 hours with pure awesomeness, and we also missed out. We missed out this story that I wanted to talk about. Man sentenced after police find loaded gun in his buttocks during strip search.
Save it for next time, I guess.
Yeah, a Louisiana.
Oh, and hey, don't forget. Go to Guns Auction USA and pick out 5 guns that are mine.
Yeah,
Think
we're still getting into this. Hold on a second. A Louisiana man chose the cheekiest places when he needed to find a quick hiding spot for his gun. Justin Savoy, 24, pleaded guilty Friday to weapons charges after police in the town of Golden Meadow, who were arresting him late last year on a separate matter, discovered he had stashed a loaded .25 caliber Titan pistol in his buttocks. So
that's small.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure he didn't shove it up his ass. He probably had it in the folds of his cheek or something.
Yeah,
he's clenching.
I mean,
he didn't go full prison wallet.
No,
but
you're not going to get a .25 auto pistol up in the prison wallet. If you got a prison wallet that big, you got a freaking Grand Canyon.
Gaping prison wallet.
Might as well put a bullpup up in there. Okay. Yeah. I don't know why I even went down this path.
It'd be one of those anal bursts as we were talking about on Friday, I think, right?
Yeah. So anyway, what was the auction thing you wanted to remind everyone about, Walter?
On that note, guns auctions.
Use code prison wallet at Gun Auctions USA to get
Gun Auctions USA.
Okay.
Find 5 of Walt's guns. If you can pick 5 of Walt's guns directly, I'll give you some cool swag. So.
Yeah, and you got to send them to him. Good luck to you. I would just close my eyes like this and go randomly through the site.
Nope.
And just pick them. Len Holt says the crack of dawn. Okay, Babyface P, do you want to
YouTube.com/babyfaceP is where you guys can find me. Instagram is baby_faceP, and get ready, videos will be coming soon on this fun project we're working on.
All right, awesome. And Walter, what about you?
Safety Air Firearms. You can find Safety Air Firearms on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, safetyairfirearms.com also. Dirtfoot Racing on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. And call a shop too if you got a question or something. So.
Absolutely. And definitely call the shop and ask Walter, when is the Strybog conversion coming out?
I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I mean, I'm working on getting pricing and stuff, so stay tuned.
Yeah. So here, let me do this. Thanks to everyone out there. Stay right there. I'm going to roll in the end. Boom. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Ring the bell so you can be notified every time we go live. We are going to rip out this audio and put it up on your favorite places to listen to audio podcasts like iTunes, etc. Go check out Ballistic Ink for this this very cool Lot Lao shirt that you can get there and support us, as well as get you some get some patches right there. And let's see, who wants the last word? Yes, don't forget to ring the bell. There you go, ring the bell. I haven't heard any complaints about the ringing of the bell, so apparently that's all good. Who wants the last word? Who wants it? Wow,
I don't have any last word.
No one wants the last word. Make sure you guys get out there and vote, okay? Make sure you do that.
Register to vote.
Register
before it's too late.
Yeah, register, be prepared, get out there, do what you need to do to vote.
Bring a friend to the polls.
Yeah.
You know.
Absolutely. Yeah. All right, we will see you guys tomorrow. We're out of here. Peace. Thanks so much, Babyface P, Walter. There you go. We'll see ya. Peace out.
99.